But I want you to see what happens here with Daniel, because this might be something you've never considered when you're praying. The angel tells Daniel, I have come because of your words. The angel was dispatched to Daniel in response to his prayer. The day that he prayed, the first day, the angel was sent. Verse 13, but the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me 21 days. And behold, Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me, for I had been left alone there with the kings of Persia. Now I have come to make you understand what will happen to your people in the latter days, for the vision refers to many days yet to come. He says here, the angel speaking, says, I was sent to you the day that you began to pray, but the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood the angel that was dispatched to Daniel and delayed the angel from coming to Daniel for 21 days. Now, this prince that's mentioned here was a demonic being. And this demonic being tried to stop the angel from delivering God's message to Daniel. So sometimes God says yes to your prayer, all right. Sometimes God says no. Sometimes God says not yet. What we see here is that sometimes demonic forces can delay answers to prayer. Why hasn't God answered my prayer? Well, maybe He has, but the answer was intercepted by some demonic being, and there is a battle going on right now in the unseen world that is keeping that answer from getting to you. Probably haven't thought of that. Now, this word prince here, it means ruler or authority. I want you to turn with me over to Ephesians chapter 6. Ephesians chapter 6. And this is a verse that is probably familiar to most of you, but it's good to be reminded of this verse, and it's good for you to read it in your own Bible. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12, for we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. There's an unseen world. There's a spiritual world. There's angels. There's demons. There's a battle taking place in this unseen world between good and evil, between angels and demons. All the time. There's a battle raging. There's a war going on in the invisible world. And I want you to note here, this is important. Ephesians 6:12 says, our battle is not really with flesh and blood. Our battle, our fight, is not really with humans or human opposition, but it's actually a spiritual battle, a supernatural battle in the unseen world that is playing out in human relationships that you have and that I have. And it's playing out in this world among humanity, but it's actually a spiritual battle. It's a supernatural battle in the unseen world against, again, principalities, powers, the rulers of the darkness of this age, and spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. Listen to the same verse in the New Living Translation. For we are not fighting against flesh and blood enemies, but against evil rulers and authorities of the unseen world, against mighty powers in this dark world, and against evil spirits in the heavenly places. And we also see in the Scriptures that both angelic beings and demonic beings are organized. They're given ranks, they're given assignments, they're given authority, they're assigned to geographic territories. That's what we see in Daniel chapter 10. Go back to Daniel chapter 10. This demonic being that is mentioned here is described as the prince of the kingdom of Persia. So this demonic being was assigned authority to rule over the kingdom of Persia. So there's a demonic being who's been given authority over the kingdom of Persia, which is modern-day Iran. You think about the things that you hear coming out of Iran today, the hatred that they have for the Jewish people, the hatred that they have for Israel, the hatred that they have for the United States. Where does that hate come from? It's demonic. It's demonic. At the end of the chapter, he's going to talk about going to battle with the prince of Greece, a demonic being with authority over Greece. It seems that angels and demons are assigned authority over different geographic regions, different empires, different countries. And I believe there's an angelic being assigned authority over the United States and a demonic being assigned authority over the United States. And the demonic forces want to stop God's plan from coming to pass in the world, want to stop God's plan from coming to pass in our own country.